Hi guys, welcome to Lighthouse Intuitive Tarot. My name is Julie and thank you very much for being here today. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe if the energies pulled here today resonate with you. We're going to start with a Starseed Oracle. I've premeditated and pre-shuffled on the deck. And we'll see what our energy is right out of the gate here. It's Earth School, Life Lessons, Soul Growth, Study, and Higher Learning. There's the card if you want to get a look at that. Know that energy is fluid. So today is February the 28th that I am pulling for. But if these readings find you on another date, there's always going to be an energetic message in the reading for you. You're called to it for a reason. All right, so let's find our Star School reading for this day. It's not jumping out at me. Let me just take one. Sorry guys, bear with me here. Let me see. Star School, where are you? Oh, Earth School, that's why. I'm in the stars. All right, what do we got? Life lessons, soul growth, study, and higher learning. Planet Earth is a great initiation for the soul, and life lessons are the curriculum for which we enroll. These aren't one-time lessons, but themes we choose to circle around, deepening our experience of them as we make our way through the spiral of life. Life lessons aren't only about getting it right, they're also about getting it wrong. Remembering that Earth is a planet of polarity helps with this understanding. Each year, the study deepens more and more. If you pull this card while you're going through a difficult time, you're being prompted to remember that your soul came here to grow and to learn. Try not to look at difficult times as getting it wrong. Instead, see them as opportunities for your soul's growth. If you can find a way to grow and soften your heart through the highs and the lows, your soul is most definitely growing, which is the whole point. Pulling this card can also mean that you're being called to embark on a new area of study or growth. This could be through structured learning, such as a university, school, or a training course. If you're having difficulties in a relationship, you're being reminded that these are opportunities for soul growth as well. After all, relationships are known as the #1 way that we grow as souls while we are here on Earth. All right, so a big message of growth. Growth also signals transformation, change, and the acceptance of transformation and change. Taking, the labels of the good, the bad off of whatever comes our way and looking more deeply into the opportunity for the expansion of the soul self. The soul's journey and the soul's wisdom. So, it's really kind of about where can I go next and how can my soul transmute, the energy, whatever pain or whatever suffering or whatever hard lesson or whatever hard knock, these things they are scars, certainly we carry them with us. But the cool part is that scars make you beautiful. It really means that those are the things that have taught you. They're visible marks of experiences that no doubt create learning experiences, right? And sometimes the scars aren't visible, but they're beautiful just the same, because they, those are the ones that are deeper even. You see how this figure is diving into the depths of the unknown, and it's really in those places that the greatest parts of us lie. And yep, those places get scarred up, definitely. But the unique pattern of those scars are like the tattoos, of your experiences through this incarnation, and also through many incarnations. Our souls wear all of our lifetimes, and we bring some of that knowledge back with us for new adventures, and some of that knowledge is pretty buried, but you always have access to it. It's just, are we willing to go to the places that we need to go to uncover the real truths, the depths of our truths. What a gorgeous message. So Spirit's reminding us here today that our Earth School experience is, again, we don't need to take it with such a seriousness, although we do. And it, of course, I'm not saying just, go out and live a frivolous life, but it's always about sort of asking the question of, which, am I really focused on that which truly matters most of all to my inner being and to, the good of all? Or am I just going through the motions? Because when we've lost connection, that's when the experience of being here in Earth School really does and can feel like the true grind, when we feel like we're disconnected from any sense of real purpose, other than what feels like purpose driven to satisfy potentially another human being's goals or an entity's goals, like a corporation or what have you. And I'm not, in no way am I saying I'm against any of those things. We all have purpose, and we all have, life looks the way it does for a reason, and we're all here for the reason that we're here for. And part of experiencing those things, whether you agree with them or don't agree with them, is part of the journey. But that's the beauty of it. It's when you connect more deeply into knowing that you have a higher purpose for being here. That's when the non-essentials of Earth School, you can put them in their proper place. Yeah, so really, really nice energy there with that. Let's grab a tarot for this day. Let's see how tarot wants to jump in on that. Whoop. All right. Landed right on the card too. So this is going to be a big message. Ooh, 9 of Wands. Okay. So 9 of Wands is the wounded warrior card. I mean, this is the person who has gone to battle, who has experienced many scars, as we were just speaking of. And, they have lots of aspirations and inspirations in their life, but, they've really seen the hard side of things as well. They've seen efforts stifled. They've seen desires squashed. And, that takes its toll, right, on the human aspect of us. And I'd like to say that, like as a reminder that we're all spiritual beings here having the human experiences. The Earth School certainly reminds us of that. That is a card that's tied directly into that message. And the 9 of Wands follows it up really nicely in that what it's saying, and this is meant for people very specifically who are experiencing frustrations, and like we said, sort of desires unmet, goals unrealized potentially, and the wounds around those things, the feelings of potentially like rejection or, things not working out according to plan, and the way that can sort of squelch the fire within when you come up against those experiences. And it's hard, not to qualify those things and classify them just right out of the gate, like, oh gosh, that was a really negative experience, And this card in the read up, it spoke of polarity. That's part of the purpose of what this planet and our souls experiences in this realm, on this planet, in the 3D. It's part of the point. I know it's tough, like that's very existential, like I get that, but it's like that's actually the thing of it, that the duality of experiencing negative is necessary, because the beauty that can come from the growth of things that didn't work out is so much deeper. I mean, not, again, I'm qualifying it, aren't I? Like I'm saying it's so much deeper than the stuff that just worked out, but really what I mean by that is that in order to make something that we perceive as a negative into a positive, you must dive deeper, right? Because left on the surface, of course we're going to continue to identify it just as a negative. It's like, oh God, I took this risk and I lost in my investment, or, I believed in something and I put everything I had into it, all my blood, sweat, and tears, and God, it just really didn't pan out. And that stuff, those wounds go deep. They do. There's no question in the human experience. But, your soul then has a huge opportunity to turn that energy around if you have the courage, the bravery to, reach out to spirit, to your higher self, and say, okay, help me in this. I need to see how to shift this around, to see a silver lining, or to see light beyond the cloud, guide me to that. How do I put the proper spin on this? And it will come. It doesn't always come right away. It requires patience. It requires all of the greatest parts of us, really. And they're the parts that, particularly in today's world of instant gratification, quick hit videos and shorts and TikTok and all the rest of it, these things are all wonderful, but we get so used to just, digesting and absorbing so much stimuli in the run of a day, and, certainly in the run of a week. Our lives are just filled with constant bombardment. It's difficult to accept that we must be patient sometimes. We must stay the course, maintain faith, and continue investing in our trust, and continue fostering the relationship with higher self and with spiritual connection in order to overcome these wounds, these scars, and to wear them as the true badges of honor that they are, because we overcome, and to allow them to sort of meld into, again, that beautiful tattoo tapestry, both within and without of our experiences and what makes us us, and the things that we've learned along the way. So a really, really nice message. It's a message of courage, and it's a message of hope. So let's take ourselves a crystal mandala. I did pre-shuffle this. I'm just going to cut, let it slide off, and we'll see what we've got here. We've got the goddess Durga and the hematite, spear of the Guru Mother. All right. I don't know that we've had that one before. Spear of the Guru Mother. I narrow my choices to what is ripe in this moment and commit myself wholly and gracefully to the task. The universe lovingly shows me the swiftest and the kindest way forward in each moment. With perfect timing, I rise to greet my destiny. The divine encodes sacred desires in my heart and provides me with the inner resources and the external opportunities that are required to manifest them. Resolution is rapid and progress is assured. Beautiful. That is a wonderful message of trust, faith, and belief that the universe is always caring for us, always has our back. That this earth school needn't just be about strife. It's about joy, it's about trust, it's about faith. And the more that you can nurture that, and the more that we collectively nurture that for ourselves, within ourselves, we also do that for all of humanity, because each of us individually, we are separate entities here on this planet, but spiritually, we're not separate entities. Spiritually, we are connected in the collective consciousness. That's what this energy today is indicative and representative of. And it's that reminder that we always have that beautiful power, that my joy is literally your joy, and your joy is mine. Your sorrows are my sorrows, and my sorrows are yours. So the interconnectedness. And I love even the way that these are almost like melding into one another. These colors are so harmonious and beautiful together. This interconnectedness and the trust and the faith that we're asked to have, we're gifted with those things. But we must choose to nurture them, because this body experience can fool us into thinking that we're actually separate, you know? And we are in this incarnation. Like I'm not saying that we're not in our physical selves. We are in our physical selves, having a physical life, of course. But this beauty is that we still maintain these wonderful gifts. And if we choose to nurture these gifts and remain connected with universal source, spirit source, and we keep our trust in our faith, and we keep right action and kind action at the forefront of our minds, and in how we conduct ourselves, both within ourselves, the way we treat self, and then how we treat others, it will be soft and kind, and it will help heal those places that maybe have been wounded, disappointed, and we can grow from that. So thank you so much for sharing your energy here today. I hope that you found a message that resonates. I look forward to sharing energy again with you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. Namaste.